Hey everyone, it's Robin here. Thank you so much for joining me on Oracle Rising and welcome to the Treehouse. So guys, there's a lot going on in the world as per usual. So I really wanted to give a little bit of a refresher course or an update on how to empower yourself as an empath or a sensitive person or light worker. Okay, you guys, because there's just like the world is constantly erupting with one thing after another. Okay, so we really need to protect your energy. I want you guys to stay strong out there and just be able to operate to your highest potential, okay? Because the world needs your healing powers and you don't want those to be dimmed by any current circumstances or past or future, okay? So the first thing I really want to talk about, you guys, is setting boundaries. And this is really important for people that are part of the divinity community, because we're called here to support humanity as we transition through this really horrendous 3D matrix structure and elevate to 4 and 5D and beyond. Okay, so boundary setting, what does that look like for you? Are you the type of person like you're always, oh, sure, yeah, I'll help you out, or you know what I mean? You're just, there's no limits to your compassion and your kindness. But, and that's a beautiful thing. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, the more that you pour energy into other people, especially if you feel like you don't want to do something, like you need your downtime, you just need to get organized, declutter your space, or you just want to be selfish and have a me day or whatever, there's something so powerful available to you guys. And this is saying no as a complete sentence, okay? You don't owe people an explanation if you're not in the mood for a phone call, if you need to skip, you know, whatever it is that you do on a daily basis for the community. I know a lot of people out there that watch my content, you're helping support by pulling a daily tarot card or posting something really, really helpful, you know, really elevating the energy. So if you don't have the energy to do that, you don't have to explain it. You can just say, hey, I'm not available today. Thanks for understanding. Or if somebody calls and they want you to rescue them, you can say, no, you know, I can't, not today. I'm more than willing to have that conversation with you tomorrow, or take you running errands tomorrow, you know. And the same applies for yes. You can say yes. It's a single word sentence. You don't owe explanations, okay? So really being firm about setting boundaries to who has access to you and when, and just doing like what feels right for your energy level at that moment, okay? So and that can be a really hard one for empaths and people that are sensitive to the energy of other people, because you just constantly want to help, okay? So try and remember that. It's not always for your own good. It can be a detriment to you and knock you back a little bit. So this is such a huge one, you guys, and I know it can be very, very challenging not to do this with what is going on today, okay? So try to avoid the news, okay? If you really just need an instant update on what's going on, just get the highlights and then get out of Dodge. Like, you just don't need to sit and hang around for half an hour or 60 minutes of all the horrendous things going on in the world. So really try to avoid that. Try to avoid papers and stuff like that, you know, newspapers. Try to avoid letting people fill you in on whatever conflict is happening, you know, to a certain degree. Just don't let it engross you. Don't let it pull you in. Again, you're probably a healer if you're here on my channel, and you can feel really obligated to pay attention, but it's just like sucking the life out of you as a healer, okay? Healers are indigo children. You want to think about Lightworkers, starseeds, empaths. You can pop whatever it is that you've got going on down below in the comments, you know, and it's not limited. You could be multiple things, like I'm an empath, light working starseed, okay? So I really have to protect my energy. So I'm saying all these things with love for you guys. Find balance in water, okay? This means keeping hydrated. This means taking a nice long soak. I have talked about this so many times because the recharging abilities of immersing your body in the water is unbelievable. And one of my favorite things to do is to like rest my head in the water so that my ears are in the water and then I can hear my heartbeat. Okay, so I find that instantly recharging. If you're stuck with only a shower, I mean, that's very relaxing too. If you can sit beside the water, if you can listen to water, if you can watch water, those are all going to be very healing and recharging for you as a sensitive, light-working, starseed, empath, magician, the list goes on. So gossip is the lowest form of entertainment. It really is. It really is. Okay, so there's a couple things wrong with gossiping. It's incredibly bad energy. And generally, if somebody feels like it's okay and come to gossip to you, they probably don't have any sort of limitations regarding gossiping about you. Okay, so it's such unnecessary drama. There's like talking about people for their benefit, but just talking about somebody's outfit or, their shoe size or their tax bracket, or just to be like a mean girl or a mean guy. It's not cool. It's not pretty. It's not attractive. So you can excuse yourself from conversations like that. And if gossiping is something that maybe you indulge in every now and again, you might really want to think about that, because it can be quite damaging to self and to others. Okay, so gossiping, like I give the advice to people, if they think it's okay to come and gossip to me, I'm like, you need to go talk to that person yourself. Okay, I'm not having this conversation with you. Just go and like man up or woman up and get out there and have a conversation and resolve your issue instead of being petty. Okay, it's petty, low-lying energy. Okay, even though some of it can be wildly entertaining if you're with the right person. So anyway, throat chakra work, you guys. This enables you to speak from the heart. Throat chakra exercises. I'll run through some of my favorites here for you guys. Always qigong, meditation. There are chakra opening videos available on YouTube. One of my favorites and long-term guides for chakra work, is Jason Stevenson. He was the first person that I came across on YouTube that sort of made me aware of chakra work. And sorry, hold on. Speaking of throat chakras, I think I have a frog in mine. But anyway. So Jason Stevenson, I think he's amazing and I love his voice, and he's got some really solid work. He has a really big community behind him, so I'd really check him out. That's a good starting point. I'm not affiliated with Jason Stevenson. He's just always remained one of my favorite guides for about a decade now. So throat chakra, again, once it's open, you'll be able to speak your mind with love and gratitude. You'll be able to shoot gossips down, like just, hey, get away from me. It's not cool. So really pay attention to that. Lacey's trying to get in here, you guys. Like, she's unreal. Anyway, this one, we are natural born healers, okay? And some of us are more sensitive to that. And you could forget that you're an empath and just really wonder why you're so drained around people. You could be sending people loving thoughts and energy, or you just feel like a little bit damaged, so you have to restrict yourself to the amount of patience that you're taking in. And I mean that literally, because we are here to heal. We're here to heal the planet. And this is where watching news can really suck you in, like just to drain all your energy to go and help support, I just really recommend that in increments or whatever your energy level can handle. Like if you're working with a group of empaths, maybe you want to work together to send love and light, or listen to some sort of a mass sort of healing. I listen to, there's one that Steve Nobel does for star seeds, and it is intended to bring a collective of star seeds together every evening at the same time. So you are like transmitting healing energy, but you're never alone because other people are tuning in at the same time. So it's really cool. You might want to check something like that out to do a group healing instead of like taking patients all day long, you know. So you have to know when to say, I need to like set back, and that leads right into the next one, which is grounding and recharging, rebalancing yourself. And grounding looks like just taking care of yourself. I've done, just a little while ago, I did a video that was like grounding by your moon sign, okay? Because your moon sign rules your emotions. So that might be a really good video for you guys to check out. And it's as easy as taking your shoes off and putting your feet directly onto the planet, okay? So do the best that you can with what you know about grounding. And recharging is like taking the baths. It is like staying away from social media. It is like listening to music that you love. It is laughing. It is connecting with people that fill you with joy, that can recharge your batteries. Angel number 1111 just comes up right now, so I think that's really beautiful. And I think that healers are such an amazing community, but we can really tend to forget about ourselves in the midst of all this mayhem that is going on, and taking care of friends and family, and just having to deal with the public, and having this constant onslaught of things to have to take care of. So learn how to do all of these things without apology to the collective or your friends and your family, your neighbors, your boss, and just really treasure the resource that you are, so that you can show up every day and stand in your own power. Okay, guys? So sending you love and light, many, many blessings. Love you guys. Bye.